Hello, good evening everyone. My name is Dr. B. Ramanathan, founder and managing director of ACE International Singapore. Today I am happy to talk with you through this Facebook live channel arranged by Vanigam Global Business Connect. Good evening all. We are going to discuss about global business excellence. What are the business empowerment strategies or business strategies, business ecosystem which are making a business to go global and be successful? There are several categories available for the business to make it globally successful. There are strategies, there are winning formulas, guidelines, mitigate with the different situation, empower the people who are leveraging their enforcements to make it success. First of all, we are going to see with business empowerment strategies. I can tell you a simple word which is very commonly available. The name is template. That is 8 letters acronym TEMPLATE. Template. T stands for techniques, technologies, or technical empowerment. Any organization who are looking for empowerment strategies must need to adopt a technology or technique or any technological resources. That is very, very important. If they don't have the basic fundamental technology which is quite applicable for their business running successfully, they cannot able to withstand for a long run. There are people who are technologically very sound and who are able to help the organization to uplift with the available technological resources. For example, we can tell about internet, web hosting, video or video conferencing, online presence, marketing solutions, digital solutions. There are a lot of things we can able to. Even nowadays it is the mobile app era. There are so many apps available which are making the business outreach to the community very well. The next one is E. E stands for execution. There are a lot of executives working in many firms in different positions like administration, accounting, supervising, supporting elements for logistics. So many ways they are leveraging the business operations successfully. The execution process is closely monitored and administered by the supreme authorities because they are providing the guidelines to meet out with the day-to-day operations or arranging some kind of monitoring systems, whether it is automatic or some kind of manual interventions. That is the way they are exploring the possibility to give a successful execution or operational system for running the business very successfully. The third character, the M. M stands for management or managerial capacity holders. There are people who are working closely with the supreme authority, who are framing the guidelines or organizational standards or business propositions, various ways, because they are the decision makers who wanted to implement the decision through the managers. So managers are more empowered to administer the guidelines, implement to the organization through the execution authority people. There are many companies who are finding out a right manager. They are running the business very successfully. So the manager is the key role responsible person who can able to administer the values for the organizational implementations. There are people who have the experience to manage the people. If they don't have the correct strategy, how to mitigate with the management system to implement through the people, that is very difficult because nowadays managing the people is very, very difficult task. So we need some efficient, effective management capacity people to hold the position to run for the organization successfully. The next letter is P. P stands for professionalism. For any company who are running the organization without professionalism, they cannot able to attract the customers, because customer centric value is proposition with the professionalism. The company who are able to help or run the organization through the professional values, that is easily attracted by the customers. Customers prefer any particular company who are added value about the professionalism, that is very attractive to run the business successfully. The next letter is L. L stands for leadership. We could see there are a lot of people who are working in different category, maybe an executive or manager or professional. But whether they are suitable for leadership position or not, that is $1,000,000 questions. Because leadership quality is a grooming skill. It is not a inborn skill. So everyone who are working on different tasks, different situations, they have to leverage the capacity to achieve the leadership quality. The leaders are the decision makers who can able to guideline, who can able to implement the process or the workflow with support the business operation run successfully. The next one is A. A stands for authority or authentic capacity. If an organization wanted to provide any products or service, whether they are having the stipulated license to produce that particular product or implement a particular service, so they need to procure this kind of authority, some kind of license or some kind of affiliations or some kind of quality mitigations. There are so many things we can able to coin for it. If the authority is value added for the organization, they can able to do a lot for mitigating with the circumstances, implement the process, prepare the documents, preparing the reports for the stipulated time to monitor and review or any kind of changes they want to amend. This is the capacity of the authority. The next one is T. Here the T sounds for talents. We can able to see so many people in an organization, but who are talent, who can able to go out of the box, who can able to reach beyond the certain category of the company operation and futuristic vision. Maybe they have to frame the roadmap for the company, how it projects its futuristic aspects or govern the system towards with the next level. So this thinker or the talent or creative people are very important. They can only steering the futuristic values for the company. The last letter stands for E. Here the E explains about excellence. Who are the person? Excellent. There are people who can able to get more rewards, recognitions by the way of accomplishments, by the way of contributions, by the way of connecting with the global scenarios or tenses. They are excellent people. Without these excellent people, any organization cannot able to propel further for a successful position. Most of the things, the entrepreneurial role persons are excellent people. They are working very hard, they are future projective, and they are able to mitigate with the situation. They can able to analyze a kind of situation where they can leverage for the company to go for the next level. So all these letters, template, that is the word we can able to project for personal values, organizational standards, or business excellence. We can use this terminology that is helpful for every business or every organization, even an individual capacity oriented situation. We can implement that template. A step-by-step process will help to leverage the personal values, organizational values, or business values. The next one is business excellence. How do we able to go for the business excellence? There are a lot of mitigations, lot of steps, lot of guidelines or frameworks available. One thing I wanted to tell, if you follow a successful framework or guideline, whether you can succeed or not, we could not. because it is not depending only following a particular strategy, but it is also depending with the team who are involved or the situation where they are addressing the values towards with the business excellence. You can copycat number of documents, number of successful scenarios, number of case studies similar to the business excellence, but it relates to you, to the place where you are running the business, where you are procuring the values of the working manpower sources, or the country where it is address the value to support for the business to explore further. It depends with the multiple task oriented environment, multiple capacity oriented environment, multiple category available environment. So we cannot able to address a single formula available for a successful business. We have to adapt and we have to engage our strategies to fit for the situation. We need to customize the capacity of the business or the category of the situations, or we have to enforce the workforce, especially the talents, skill sets, knowledge, attitude of the workforce. We have to tune up finely to fit for that particular environment to make it success. I want to tell step by step few things you have to consider. One is analyze. Nowadays there are a lot of solutions, lot of strategies, lot of online sources, resources available. We can able to adapt the analytical tool or analytical model. How do we able to engage these kind of strategies fit for us? We need to go to outsource this kind of data analytics or data resources. We can able to project the value for the people who can able to help us, whether internally or externally available sources we can use for this. The next one is we need to work out for a better business plan, because if you don't plan anything before to execute, you will not succeed for any attempts. We need to project the values by framing certain kind of effective or efficient business plan. We need to acquire the help from some kind of consultants who can able to prepare the business plan nicely. Another one is we can go further for the strategies, the legalization or any kind of roles or response for the workforces or financial assistance. We need some kind of guidelines from the eminent personality. We can procure the eminent personalities either the way you can appoint them as a board of director, board of advisor, or some kind of co-founders for the company. There are a lot of ways you can engage them for your company operations. You can share the profit annually, or you can provide some kind of supporting elements for their running business. That way you can procure the sources or helps from these kind of personalities. They are very much helpful and they wanted to engage their time, or they wanted to address the value for your running operations for the business. It is very much helpful for you, and they can introduce various kind of knowledge source or skill sets or any supreme personality in their network. It is also helpful for the business owner. You have to identify such kind of personalities in your circle. The next one is how do we able to manage the finance? For every business operation, financial is very crucial. So without financial support or without any financial plans, you cannot able to operate it successfully. There are a lot of things are setback to the business operation. You need to provide the salary, you need to pay the rental sources, you need to pay the logistics support providers or any other subcontractors, or different kind of expenditure sources you need to meet out. When you are facing these kind of crisis, how do you manage? You have to better plan early how to make it possible. Without struck or without any setback, how do you make it successful? It is in your way of plan. You have to project in an early stage of time. There are investors, there are funding supporters, either from private sectors or government sectors available. I can tell few examples. From the government side, government wanted to uplift the business operation by the way of supporting some grants. There are grants available from the government for any equipment purchase which is helpful for the business to run successfully. You can apply for it. There are certain kind of grants available to procure some kind of workforce or some kind of category of the talent sources you want to procure, or you want to appoint some kind of consultants for your company. That is also available from the government source. Or you want to expand your business for going global, there are some kind of grants available for using for marketing studies, some kind of joint venturing frameworks, partnership establishments, or you prepare some kind of branches in overseas. There are a lot of areas the governments are helping the business owners to procure the funding source from the grants. One thing is these grants you no need to repay. It is one-time consumption from the government, but it is recurring a lot of compliance, regulation, quality process, project proposals. So you need to get the help either from the outsourcing professionals, or internally you have any appointed professionals. You can use the team to prepare the better project proposal to apply for the grants. The second one is banking finance. There are a lot of banks, they are providing business funding by the way of giving the loans, or they are procuring some kind of sources to mortgage your business properties and provide the business funding, or any kind of purchase, trading finance they can accommodate, and they can allow you to use for some kind of business finance from the bank. So you can approach with the bank authorities who can able to help you. The third one is private funding. You know already there are some private sectors who are ready to invest for a company. Two kind of categories I can able to inform you. One is the equity based finance, another one is non-equity based finance. Equity based finance, either the angel investor or venture capitalist or any kind of partnership firm, they wanted to procure the equity from your company, and it is making you to join venture with them, or they may not involve with your business except the funding provisions. You have to procure the right investors for your requirement, and you can able to get the help from them for running the business successfully. The next one is non-equity based. There are some kind of platforms like crowdfunding platforms available, or any kind of associations, agencies, they are providing short-term finance. These people never expect the equity shares, but they wanted to procure the return of investment in a stipulated time with affordable interest rate. There are people who cannot able to go and apply the loans from the bank. At that stage, they can procure the help from the kind of private finance holders. This is only for business funding requirement. It is not money lending things. So we need to categorize these kind of people. How do you procure the help from them? How do you engage and empower for your business finance? That is very, very important. There are many people who stuck in this particular element. Either they can source from some kind of empowerment consultant agencies, they can able to mitigate and help them to procure the loans from any of these sectors. That is the important thing. The next one is, I want to tell how do you make your branding solutions to go with the local or regional or global. You have to strategize in an early stage. You need to identify the market segments. What is the market available? Who are the market competitors for your products or services? Who can able to provide the joint venturing opportunities to enhance your business to go successfully in that particular market? There are some consultants who are helping for the business to arrange some kind of market analysis or market uh, ground values, whether that particular situation can favor your business or favor your products, can go and deal with the customers' requirements. They can able to alarm, or they can able to predict and help the companies who can able to enter into the particular segment of the market areas. And many people, they are failing in this particular strategy. They are getting more stuck or setback in their successful business running. So we need to consider the market analysis or market strategies, which are very, very important for any company who wanted to leverage their business to go globally. So this is very, very important. The next one is, when the people who wanted to go for global, they have to admire the values of different culture, because the all over the globe the culture is not the same. We need to know about the culture, how this particular culture can help the particular business owner to go global. We can say Asia Pacific region, there are a lot of cultural divergence when we compare to the western side. Western side, especially European side, Gulf side, there are some kind of identical cultures available, but the western side, especially North America and South America, entirely different. So we need to admire or address the values of different culture. How do we understand and how do we satisfy those kind of cultural difference for the people who can believe on the product which you wanted to circulate in the market, or any added value services you want to give for the customers. You need to analyze the cultural divergence. That is very, very important. The next one is communication. It is very, very important. You wanted to go and communicate your business products or services, you need to check with the language and their belief. For an example, I can explain. For the Muslim countries, they are very much preferring about the halal certification. If your food product have the halal certificate, then you are getting the clearance for your food products to go and sell in these kind of areas. Many people, they are forget about that, and they cannot able to enter into the circumstances where the halal certification is required. This is an example I wanted to tell. Like that, many people are having their own faith or belief on certain criteria. We need to admire the values of cultural divergence as well as the local area what they wanted to implement, especially for legal compliance or regulation oriented support. It may be from the government, it may be from the community, it may be from the religioustic things, it may be from the racial issues. So we need to know what kind of way you can satisfy the customers to continue to support your business products or services to procure from you. There are another segments I wanted to tell, emphasize for your understanding, especially those people who wanted to go global for their business entity. It is an essential requirement. You need to mitigate with the compliance of the country or the region. We need to understand about the compliance, what they specifically mention for the business person to regulate with their business activity, to adapt with the situations what they address, especially the tax paying analysis or tax paying system, which is mentioned clearly about the compliance or regulation implemented in the particular region. If you are ignoring or if you are negligent to do that, you will face the consequence. Once it is going to make any consequence, it's very difficult. It is making you very complex situation to deal with that. So every place you need to improve the strategies. First, you need to know about the compliance, regulations, and rules and responsibilities to follow for that particular business to run successfully in that particular region or the country. The next one is, I want to mention, how do you upgrade your business ecosystem? Business ecosystem is comprising with several factors, that is business information, business analysis, or the core value of the particular business product or services, or trading finance requirements. And you have to understand about the ecosystem through the people who wanted to leverage already in that particular ground value, what way you are different from the ecosystem, what they adopted, and making you more competitive to enter. So you need to procure the values or value propositions to project well for the companies who can able to support your business, either B2B market or you want to go directly sell to the customers as a B2C market strategy. You need to predict the values and propose the particular value projections, adapt better for the company who can able to withstand successfully. And I want to mention about the workforce. We are recruiting the workforce as of now in the global range. We are not only depending with the personalities or professionals who are available in the local region. You are going global and you need to admire the value of the people. The personality is very, very important one to consider, because as I mentioned earlier, the cultural difference you need to admire. You need to address the value for their belief or their confidence for following that particular segments. We need to understand the different kind of personalities who are formulating your team of work execute very successfully. We have to train them, we have to motivate them, we have to educate them, and we have to make them to understand about the organizational standards, because they need to follow the roles and responsibilities are mitigating with the organizational standards to withstand. Those companies who are able to concretely following these kind of strategies, they are working any particular region, they can easily manage the workforce values to contribute better for the organizational standards. Once your organization is following and mitigating with the requirements, you are very successful and you can easily convince the customer needs or customers feedback or customer centric values, because your team can able to manage everything. That is the way you can procure the team. That is very, very vital. So for any business who wanted to stand in front of a competition, as of now the global competition is very, very high. So we need to address and admire these kind of global competitional circumstances. How do we project or procure the values in front of them? That is the way many companies, they are planning for recruiting the manpower. So called it was recruitment, but now it is called as talent acquisition. As earlier Steve Jobs, he mentioned, if any organization who wanted to get an employee, you need to choose a talent who can able to provide you the values, because you no need to give him your role is like that, your responsibility is like that, because the talents can understand better and they can able to project the futuristic views for you, because they are very talented. They can easily understand and sensitize the market, and they can bring the value for the organization to go for the next level. The next one is research and innovation. Many companies, they are ignoring these kind of analytical methods. Every time, every business, they are doing some kind of data analysis or day-to-day operations. Their capacity, whether it is fulfilled with the requirements or they need to be able to address the value for next level of improvement. So the research and innovation able to concretely mention about the risk analytical patterns, whether the way of business execution is correct or we need to change any kind of amendments or any kind of control measures which can able to save the business to run for the next level. So risk analysis and risk implementations, risk controls are very, very, very essential for any business who wanted to procure the global position. The next one is I want to mention that is very, very, very important, especially for the leadership quality and entrepreneurial personality in the team. If the organization able to procure the leadership capacity of the people or entrepreneurial responsibility of the people, they are getting more rewards or getting more famous in the world. For example, we can able to tell Sundar Pichai how much he can contribute the values for Google, and how Google recognize the contribution of Sundar Pichai. So many people we can able to tell like that. Many organizations, they wanted to reward their employees who are contributing better, and they are making the worth of their involvement to contribute in such a manner to make the business successfully position in the global competition. The another one I wanted to tell clearly, that is what are the benefits you can procure from the sources when you are planning for going global. One is visibility, because your company go global, that means you are having the branches in several countries. The customers can able to understand, oh, this particular company has branches in several countries. They can able to make the fulfillment of the customer values. That's why they are operating the business in many countries. Even I told the divergence area of cultural different kind of cultural people who can able to admire the value or getting the satisfaction about the particular product or services of the company. The next one is the relationship. How do you admire the values of customer centric is the relationship. You are making the trust worth of the customer to build the strong relationship, and you have to procure some kind of networking environment where you can able to get the help from surrounding business partners or joint venturing companies or supply chain management system oriented people. So that is also providing some sort of strength for you. The another one is global connection. By the way of making the global business, many branches you can establish in every region. You can easily connect to the local people as well as global business people. That is also giving some sort of successful business running for the global manner in different regions, because even a Japanese company can penetrate into Gulf side, or Gulf company can go into the North America, Canada, USA or Mexico, like that. So we can able to mitigate with the situations with different kind of added value for the companies who wanted to expand their company all over the world. That is becoming a multinational company sectors. That is the way we can project the values for it. And the empowerment strategy, as already I mentioned, we have to follow the step-by-step process. How do you withstand with the strong position? We need to go for the SWOT analysis. You have to understand about your strength, your weakness, your opportunities or your threats. You need to monitor it very closely, and you have to customize the values according to tune up for making it success. The another one is education and training support. Nowadays the disruptive challenges are very strong. How do you able to mitigate with the disruptive challenges? Because as I mentioned, there are a lot of technologies are coming newly for every day, like artificial intelligence, cloud computing, cyber security, IoT sensors, machine learning, automation equipment process, so many things, robotics, drones, 3D printing. Many technologies are coming on the way. The companies who are not addressing the value, how to modernize, adapted with this kind of technical resources or sources, they are getting failed. They cannot able to withstand for the competition when the other company able to acquire this kind of capacity, but those companies who fail to accommodate or acquire, they cannot able to overcome the challenges. Their employees cannot able to support, or their business cannot able to withstand in the competition. Their profit will get reduced, and the customers also looking, I wanted to go for the modernized environment where I can get more values. So that way we have to empower our strategies and engage our business plan in such a way to procure all kind of support for better running of the business. We need to go for right business market. That is all along the way we have to think for right market, how do we procure, how do we engage with the right personalities or right team or right country. That is also very important. We need to choose the better way to run the business, and we have to procure the best performance to satisfy the customers, and we have to show our position. We are very much globally competitive, and we are having the value of smart business owner. That is very important. So everything is comprehensively added value. If you want to go for global business excellence status, as I mentioned earlier several points, it is all given to your thought process or your implementation or your capacity to upscale your business for the next level. Whether you are a small business owner or large scale business owner, you can consider these kind of strategies as a winning formula. That is the way we can explore the possibility for making our company for global business excellence in a position. So I wish to tell all business owners who can able to mitigate with the circumstances, or they want to procure the values, or they want to get the help from recruiting some suitable personalities, or getting some kind of support from the outsourcing manpower agency support. You need to categorize your requirements, and you need to analyze from your fellow market support providers or any clients who can able to help you to identify the right choice or right supporters who can able to leverage your business to go for the next level. That way we can able to continue our values, our contributions and our qualities for convincing the customers to get in touch for a long time, and you can withstand with the global marketing which are making you the competitive winner. That I can tell you, the strategies are very important. The thought process for procuring the sources are very important. Or finding out the financial solutions or supports are very important. You have to consider the values, that is especially from the customer satisfaction, customer centric values are very important. That's the way you can able to make the star position for your company. Even many companies are available, you are winning in that particular segments, you have to project the values, you have to convince the competitors value for the particular customer who wanted to rely with you for long time. If the customer decision support you, they can bring the value for running the business continuously without any struggle or any setback. That is, you are the winner means you have to procure your customers value, satisfaction, as well as your support providers who are making the business sustainable for a long time. I can make one important thing, you have to educate the community in your business environment. You have to do the research and innovation analysis to predict and move for the next level, and you have to source the entrepreneurial segments to bring the values as well as strength for your company to move on further. The another way, if you want to go for public listed company, you have to project all these values which is making the public investment come very closer to you, and you can able to mitigate with the requirements to make your company to convert into the public listed. That is also one big support for you to go global very easily. There are many companies who have succeeded in that thing. You can able to do some reviews or analysis how the company make themselves for moving for the public listed. That is very important, and we can project our values through the public listed, because that is the value we can able to worth it, how much we have contributed our support for running the business, making it success, and bring the value for global position. I can explain like the Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, he created his values and now the Facebook is supporting me. Like this, I'm conversating through you. So it is an idea, it is a proof of concept somebody created, and they are going to get the help from the investors, private investors, or angel investor, venture capitalists, or any company who wanted to support for the startup seeding funds. There are many ways you can collect the money and you can improve your strategy to convince the investors and procure the strength for running the business. And the futuristic values, you have to dream for making it a public listed company, then that will allow you to expand for go global.
Okay, now the question answer time. The question is how we make our employee to update for industry standard 4.0. Question by Newbie Technologies.
Yeah, it's a good question. As I already mentioned, you need to predict the values for the global competition. As of now, the industry 4.0 is mitigating with the disruptive technologies. Earlier, the human resource or manual supporting forces. Now, move on to the machine sources, and it is leveraging to the next level like artificial intelligence are coming to play. There are a lot of agencies who are supporting to provide the necessary training or skill sets what required for mitigating with the industry 4.0. Many government schemes also available to upgrade yourself, to procure the training, to enforce the workforce skills for your employees. You can consult with the government agencies what kind of way you can procure the support for training or arranging the training needs, and you have to potentially choose the right trainers who can able to provide the value for improving the quality and performance for the workforce meet out for the industry 4.0, because that is also a winning strategy for any company who wanted to make it transform towards with the industry 4.0. There are a lot of equipments, a lot of automation sources available you can able to procure, and it is helping you to leverage your business to go for the next level.
Okay, next question is what type of funding need for a startup?
As already I told in my talk, a startup company who are having some kind of proof of concept or some kind of prototype model they have, how do they make it possible to attract the fund? I can tell you there are seeding funds available. It is available from the government sectors for supporting for the startup to procure, or some kind of angel investors are ready to pump in the money, but they are procuring the equity shareholding from the startup firms. And sometimes they are also involving with the startup as a co-founder who can help the company, who can guide the company. That way you can get the empowerment to move for the next level. Startup can withstand for 3 years. They can able to become like an SME category. Then you can have a lot of funding opportunity able to grow further.
Can you explain the angel investors?
Angel investors.
How to find the angel investors?
Yeah, there are sources available. You can easily find the angel investors who are pumping the money with some kind of risk, very low risk they are taking, and they don't want to go for higher investment. They are giving a small investment, and they are using this kind of startup company. They are expecting a project proposal to submit for their review analysis, and they can able to find out the way how much it is risk having with the startup, how much the value addition they are proposing towards with the project proposal, and the proof of concept or prototype, whether it is going to survive and support the market for short time or long time. They are providing some kind of guidelines or checklist, and they want to make the people to come and pitch for the session. If you are convincing the angel investors, many people who have this kind of angel investors category, they can leverage a small scale of investment for the startup firms. That way we can work out. If you need any further things, you can contact me. I can provide the angel investors who are available in your area, and we can liaise with them to procure the source and help for your business funding.
Okay, thank you. Next question is how to tie up with overseas companies.
Overseas company, as I previously mentioned, there are a lot of joint venturing opportunities available, because every company cannot go and open the branch all over the world. It is not possible, and it is not their criteria to go all over the world. My company must need to have something. There are some kind of franchise opportunity available. If they are open up franchise category, they have to pay some kind of royalty and shareholding for the company to start up in that particular region. Another one is the joint venture. If you are supporting for some non-conflict ways, that way you can procure the source. It is add-on value for the existing business owners who are not conflicting in their business running. You can formulate some kind of joint venture. Then you can project the value to the local market. If you want to start some company in Japan, the language is very problematic. We cannot overcome with the barrier of language communication, but you can able to explore the joint venturing firm in Japan who are very much interested for your products or services uh, to address the value for the local market. That way you can procure. There are some kind of platforms available. I can able to explain when you are approaching me. I will provide the more information. Where do you contact? How do you able to communicate with them? And how to procure the help for your needs to find out the suitable, not only in Japan, any places. There are government agencies and private agencies. They are doing this kind of analysis and support for the company who wanted to procure the joint venturing opportunity.
Thank you. Being a businessman, I want to do business in Singapore. What type of registration need for that?
Singapore, I wanted to admire and appreciate because it's a global competitive place to make the company to establish in Singapore. And the government is very much supporting for company to come and establish in Singapore area. There is one agency, ACRA, uh, that one is mitigating with the license to provide for the foreigner to come and open the company. You can be a 100% shareholder as a foreign entity to open your company over there, as well as you wanted to go for some kind of government support. I already mentioned for government grants are available, and these kind of government grants only provided for the company who have the 30% minimum equity shareholder for the local person. For Singapore, local person means either the person is a Singaporean citizen or they are the Singapore permanent resident. They are considered as the local director. So they must hold 30% of your company shareholding. Then you are eligible for applying some kind of government grants, or you want to apply to procure some kind of tender which are coming from the government sectors. That is the only advantage. Other than that, if you are running your company on your own investment, you want to procure the job market or the particular project to propose to the local area in Singapore, you can hold 100% and you can run the company without any mitigations or any other setback. That is also possible.
Okay, next question is how to register overseas, what type of registration need for that?
Registration, it is very simple thing. Either you can use the help of corporate secretaries who are able to support you if you are not very well know about the conditions or compliance or requirements. They will help you. There are some affordable costs they will charge for you. And one thing, if you want to procure some kind of local secretaries, they will also give the add-on value. You want to have the local postal address, that is also some affordable charge they will procure from you and give the local postal address. Most of the company, if they are having some kind of products or some kind of storage requirements, they are opening on their own and they can procure the manpower sources from the local. Especially Singapore, there is two kind of sectors. One is service sectors, another one is non-service sectors. The service sectors, the manpower, you have to depend with the local people mostly, because the government is restricted for service sector to bring the foreigners and come and work in Singapore atmosphere. So there are some ratio they are providing. especially for non-service sector. Like I can tell you the example, like construction sectors, ship companies, offshore shipyards or some other places, and then oil and gas sector, pipeline industries. The different ratio is available where the foreign manpowers are enormously required, and the government is allowing there to procure the foreign manpower to come and work. If you are directly recruiting on your own, that is very tedious and very complex process. Many people who are sourcing through the employment agencies who can able to mitigate with the requirement what kind of technology source you want, or technical person you want, or any kind of PMET category, professional, managerial, executive and technical category. You can source out through the employment agency who can able to support you to procure the particular manpower from any country, any foreign country.
Thank you. Actually, being a business people in Singapore, what type of support from government they are giving?
Because Singapore is ideally a global model, because I can tell you there are a lot of supports from the government. One is the market readiness analysis, that is providing the support for the local company who wanted to analyze or investigate any new country area of the market. If, for example, my company I have in Singapore, I wanted to procure some kind of possible joint venturing or business expansion. I want to study whether my products or service can able to withstand in that particular country. So I can use this market readiness analysis grant. That way we can explore the possibility. Another one is Singapore government wanted to engage the workforce. That workforces are very important for them to mitigate with the unemployment cases that will not explore very worst manner. So they wanted to support the company who can able to procure the Singaporean or Singapore permanent resident. They can provide some kind of salary subsidy as well as encouraging kind of government grants. Another one is if the company who go for global, Singapore has nearly 70 countries they are having the co-working space. The government is providing, if I wanted to enter into the new market in Dubai, for example, they are providing the chance to go and work for 1 year, and I get some kind of rental subsidy, salary subsidy for the particular Singaporean person who are going behalf of me to work over there. These kind of ways they are supporting a lot. There are many more things are available. You can check with the website Enterprise Singapore. You can get a lot of information about the government grants which are supporting for the business.
Thank you. And final question is Ranjit Sivan Kannan is asking how to quantify the cost associated with the operational excellence journey for budgeting purposes.
Operation is the key factor. If you want to, because already I mentioned about that, now the era is the fighting between human resource versus machine resource. In Singapore, manpower is very expensive, so the government is willing to provide the support for most of the automation or machine equipments or any kind of sensors which are making the business to go for the next level. It is minimizing the requirement of operational expenditures but maximizing the productive potential for the company. There are identifying a lot of way how do you make the automation equipment can support your business to go for the next level, and the manpower source are getting reduced because the machines are overlooking with the manpower support, and artificial intelligence or data analysis, data procurement sources are helping you to analyze what kind of way you can able to minimize the cost of operational expenditures. We can able to help those company who wanted to procure the support from us.
Okay, this is the time for introduce yourself.
Okay. Thank you for all your patience to listen to me. My name is Dr. B. Ramanathan. I am the founder and managing director of ACE International Private Limited, Singapore. ACE, the letter stands for Aspire Community Excellence. So we are helping the company for doing some kind of business management consultation, analysis, projecting the values, or procuring some kind of sources and resources. And we are also supporting for ISO certification, BISAFE certification, who wanted to uplift their quality and performance to the next level. Most of the MNC companies who are looking for the company, at least they must have some kind of certification either from ISO or business safety certification as procured from the Singapore government. Workplace Safety WS Workplace Safety Health Council, WSHC. They are providing the business safety. If you want to submit certain kind of tender to procure from the government source, at least minimum you must have BISAFE level 3. So we are also helping the company to analyze and procuring the help from the certification body to provide the certificate for the companies. The another one is investment arm. Many companies, they are struggling to manage their business funding. How do we procure the business funding? We are providing the value proposition for the company. We are analyzing the company, how much the capacity they have to procure the finance support from either the government's grants or banking finance or private sectors, as I already revealed, venture capitalist, equity, shareholding partnership, or crowdfunding support for short-term loans. Even if you have the project order, you can get the invoice funding. If you want to minimize your expenditure sources, we can able to assist for you how to procure the short-term loans from different funding sources. The other one is research and innovation. Earlier I mentioned, if your company cannot able to do some research analysis and procure the innovative product or lead optimization to go for the next level, you cannot progress well in the competitive world. So you need to analyze your company whether it is having any kind of product to leverage for the next level. We can support you to procure those kind of productive values or projective values. How do you able to withstand with the current challenges which are making more difficult for many companies who address the value. And the next one is career advisory support. Already client has asked, how do we procure the values for the workforce? There are many training sources available in Singapore. Not only in Singapore, in India and other countries also, the government strategies to help the company how to procure the training needs, technological needs like chip systems also providing some kind of training for the technical support providers for especially the electronics equipment, how do they make it the repairing service effectively. So there are many companies who are providing this kind of training. In Singapore, the WDA Workforce Development Authority, they are having nearly more than 10,000 courses for 34 industrial frameworks. The different frameworks are giving the support for the training needs to enhance the workforce skills, especially the knowledge, skills and attitude. That is the power of the company to mitigate with the operational challenges, how to leverage for the next level of business improvement. The another one is business management solutions. That is very much important. Day to day, the business operations are very much challenged. So we are procuring the outsourcing expertise help, how to address the value for the company to manage with the challenges. And the last one is we have to make the quality for the company, how to address the value to procure from the global standards. It is a way the company must focus how to make the global position. They have to mitigate with the challenges of different environment, situation, as well as guidelines. So we are helping all these factors for the company, how to leverage for next level of business success. So we can do more help. If you want to contact me, you can go with my website www.aceinternational.com.sg. That way you can connect with me. And Facebook, you have ACE International webpage. You can connect through that. So we can always in your way to help and improve your strategies for your business to go global and get the excellent status. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.